Yeah, no, I was trying to save that run, but I couldn't. But I'll definitely save that, and I'm putting that as short to the beginning of the game. What's up, Upstate? Yeah. Hi, brother. Yes, I'm high. Yes, I'm high. Oh, Upstate, I started a Twitch channel. I'll send you the name after the game. Because I don't know it off the top of my head. I have a Rumble account. I have Rumble. I got Rumble because of you and Devo.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's second down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer, and there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On second down, Elliott. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their...
Give me a second. I have to light a cigarette.
mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, this is Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Stidham steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Stidham 1st down in the red zone. It's caught. This is Wright. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, Michel. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive.
Already get 100 yards? Did he really get 100 yards already tonight? I wouldn't doubt it. Holy shit. 123. Pre-halftime. No touchdowns yet. Well, he does have he has 103 rushing yards already. He's already ran the football field once. And that was in the first quarter, just about. Give or take most of it. Only reason why he's on top is because he has 6 attempts. Average yard per carry is way less than mine. Either way, he should be where Statham is. And Sony should be up the 61 yards is the longest. Sony, we're gonna break that. We're gonna break that record.
And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ready up.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCarthy. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
I told you, the Cowboys did not come to play. They came to hang out.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And he has enjoyed some solid groundwork, and some good holes have been created by the guys up front.
Almost get the sense that their game plan is working to perfection, that what they worked on in practice all week, they've just translated and taken it out onto the field in this ball game. And, boy, they're liking what they're seeing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, Michel. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Down. 70, Indy. Watch the run.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Stidham, flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
So I can play online, so I can play with other people rather than playing the field.
Ready.
Mike by four.
Oh, you got deep.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now it's Stidham. He's to the 10. Got a man open. That's Harry. And down to the 7-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Stidham. The quick slant caught. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
On 3rd and goal, Stidham being chased out left. And it's a New England Patriots touchdown.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Now I'll put my first.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That time, a 9-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
So they all get to play in the Super Bowl.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. He got a hand in there to break that one up. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Ain't no such thing as a low.
Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. Third down here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Coming to you.
Play action. It's Stidham out to his left. He'll run it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. And that will be incomplete.
I couldn't get it.
So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right. I'll be right back. Well, you're coming with me. But, rushing. Like, damn. I need to throw some passes. Now it's a touchdown. Pick 6. Yeah. Right off the rip.
And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded at the 2.
What's the matter with you? What up, brother? Oh my God! Look at that.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They start the second half with Michel on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
I would feel so bad.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain there of 21 yards.
That's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
I can't play with nobody online with this game. Yeah, I know it sucks.
Ready, break.
I want to play
Check
online,
line 54.
but I
Line
can't.
54. All day. All day.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
You have to miss that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Elliott a 1st down and more. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They're gonna wait. I should have timed it out.
Let's go, baby.
One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Everybody, 51's the mic.
1
Hey,
second
give these
left on
traps.
the
Let's
clock.
go.
I should have timed it out.
1st down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Right there. All day, baby.
Damn it. Like I said.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Prescott. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Defensive touchdowns are the best. I love it, yeah. Like I said, they came to hang out, not play.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No penalties yet. I'm surprised.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Oh, what a little... Man,
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I would have caught that and I would
The
have...
Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Breaks a tackle, and he's got it running. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
I don't think my offensive...
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Back to back. Stop throwing the ball, dummies.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Six. Pick six. Pick six. Those were the 3 pick sixes. I'm not
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Got a man open. It's Ross. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throw left side complete. It's McCarthy. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, this one complete to Smith. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they can't.
Damn, that's all I got left. I have to go. Marijuana. I love it.
Catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive.
Yeah, I check the stats a lot. Yeah, he's at 216 now, so he ran the football field twice.
Teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Harry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
He's the only one that got a touchdown.
The point after try for Gostkowski. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
That's how we do it, man.
And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
It would have been badass if I ended the Super Bowl with an interception.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
I'm still eating anymore. God damn it. He's 3 for 3 with a touchdown. He played the least, but yet he got the only passing touchdown. Prescott got 3 interceptions for pick sixes. Two. I'm surprised. Ooh, I thought White got a touchdown too, but no. He's the only one who got a passing touchdown during the Super Bowl. 13 first downs. That's more than half of this.
All combine stats, such as the 40-yard dash, are now available in scouting.
The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock.